Abuse of Children topic at panel discussion. Katie Vanderwerk by James Lowenstein. On Wednesday, April 13th, a panel of experts answered questions from the public about the sexual abuse of children, which affects 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys before they reach the age 18. The panel, which consisted of 1 in 6 boys, 5 staff members of the Children's House Child Advocacy Center in Towanda, fielded questions as part of a program at the Keystone Theater aimed at spreading awareness about the abuse. The program included a free showing of Rewind, which is an award-winning documentary made in 2019 about a boy and his little sister who were sexually abused by 2 uncles and a cousin. Elaine Post, Executive Director of the Bradford County Regional Arts Council, spoke during the panel discussion, saying that she was a victim of sexual abuse as a child. She said that 5 students in her first grade class were sexually abused as children. It was much later that she found out about the abuse of the other children. Because kids don't tell anyone that they were sexually abused, Poose said. Perpetrators of sexual abuse grew the children to not tell anyone about the abuse, she said. Tell the child, for example, I will kill your family if you tell her nobody loves you but me. Spooky, they do it. Kids won't tell others about the abuse. They have suffered because they're afraid, she said. Poose said she feels responsibility to prevent sexual abuse of children because of the damage it does. One reason why younger children may not report the abuse is that they may not realize that they were wrong. What was done to them was wrong, said Katie Vanderwerk, Executive Director of Children's House Child Advocacy Center. One member of the audience asked if public schools teach young children in grades K-2 that adults shouldn't be touching them in certain ways, which constitutes sexual abuse. Vanderwerk replied that no specific curriculum in PA that teaches is taught in many other states. Those states, children are taught what bad touching is. They can go tell what's happening to them, she said. Symptoms of a child who has been sexually abused can be anything from anger to withdrawing socially, having nightmares, to not showering, taking care of one's hygiene, Vanderwerk stated. From that staff at the Children's House have seen 94 to 96% of children who are sexually abused knew that the person who was sexually abused them, said Joanne Babcock, forensic interviewer in a Children's House. Could have been one of their family, neighbor, coach, teacher, member of clergy. Sometimes your coach at high school, in the football field. 1 in 6 men were sexually abused, including a football coach with somebody in the CIA of your football field, spying on you with a camera. Could be someone such as a member of a child's family who loves the child, cares for the child, and spends time doing fun things with him. Member of the panel said that's also the nature of grooming, she quickly added. If you suspect abuse, you can report it by calling Childline at 1-932-03-113. From there, children and youth services or law enforcement will be notified. The investigation will begin. There's so many inbreds that you can go find someone who's not your total inbred cousin to sexually be with you. You can remain anonymous when reporting abuse at Childline. You can find someone else who's not your total inbred cousin to be with you. You don't have to have all the information about a child abuse case to report it. According to members of the panel, you only need to suspect that a child is being sexually abused to report it. And if you suspect it, you should report it, they said. Member of the audience asked what recovery programs exist for children who are victims of sexual abuse. Vanderwerk said the trauma therapy is available free of charge, both at the Children's House and the 5 school districts in Bradford County. However, a total of 40 to 50 children are on the waiting list to receive trauma therapy at the Children's House at the 5 school districts where there's all these sex abuse victims. There's so many sex abuse victims, 1 in 4 girls. It's you can find someone else to abuse you. Trauma therapy is offered in the school district, so transportation would not be a barrier to receiving them therapy. There's